Hello. So in this third video from our part of unedited videos on this channel, I really want to have like a talk with you about prioritization in this life and why is it a key part and also a process for successful becoming the person who want to be. So as I've said in all the other videos, a lot of changes happened to me, like I could see like internally this summer. So prioritization wasn't something that I like never heard of. It was something that I really knew a lot about, but I haven't really paid a lot of attention before. Maybe it was just because some things that just I did were not that kind of important to prioritize, and also because I was doing a lot of things at the same time. I haven't really thought about the fact that one day, sometime, I will become really burnt out. I won't enjoy all the things that I do, and especially because I did a lot of things, I couldn't really express myself in the way that I really wanted to. Just because it was kind of, I was doing so much that I couldn't even find myself in those small things that I was really trying to achieve at the same time. So it came to a point that I had to decide a lot and really see which opportunity helps me right now, which opportunity is great but it just doesn't help me right now, or just things that are kind of dragging me down, and vice versa. I'm also not taking action on them and I have to stop, for example, maybe certain projects, or I have to go out of certain organizations just because I don't have the time, and I just don't want to hold them down, and I just want them to go like along in this life, and I also want to move on and really focus on the projects that I really think would give me the most benefits in the long term. And in this way, when you try to prioritize what is really important for you right now, and especially thinking about that long-term vision, not just what might be kind of good for you now, but also like, because there are a lot of things that like for now they might not be that good, but you know that for your future self they are really necessary. It might be, for example, as simple as working out, which I'm really trying to implement it again into my daily life, because I had a period of like 3-4 months that I didn't do like any sport, and like although I kept my physique because I was eating kind of healthy, other than that I didn't put on like any muscle, or I just didn't feel as good as before, and I knew I had to start prioritizing that over other things. For example, going to different volunteering activities or meeting with some friends that just when I think about them or that certain activity just doesn't bring me any joy, and I don't find really anything out of that. Because I believe that anything you do or anything you try to do in this life should be something that you're really proud of doing, and you really know that your like actions will have a very big impact on the people that surround you, and that's really nice, like something to think about, especially all of the things that you do these days. Maybe not just because there are a lot of things that we try to do and achieve right now, and there are a lot of people that are like always on, always doing something. It's these days I think it should also be um, and we should have, like, let's say, a slower life, a life that we focus more on the certain number of things that we believe will be better for us. And no one says that like you're gonna make the best decision like prioritizing that thing over another, but at least you know what to focus your attention on, and you should believe that that is like the right way, because when you focus your attention in 3 different directions, it's very hard to get like all of those directions to a certain point that you're proud of, instead of just focusing on one and really diving deep into it, taking maybe small actions. For example, when you start a YouTube channel, you shouldn't try and post like 4 times per week and then just for some months just not post anything. It would be better to just post maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, so that your audience will get kind of accustomed to you, and you're also gonna be able to kind of see the results of your work. And although you may not have pursued maybe another business opportunity, or maybe opening another account or also an Instagram account, because you have so many opportunities coming your way these days, maybe like some of us see them, some of us just ignore them, and they think they don't have opportunities coming our way. So that's something to also think about. And yeah, I mean, you are gonna achieve like that one thing that you really want to focus on, and after that you can also become diversifying maybe your interests. Something which I really like is how people like rich people make their money of one company, and they just like start diversifying, which is something like the, let's say, people like below the middle class don't do. They just focus on a lot of stuff right now when starting, and it's bad because you don't have the resources, the capacity, and even the time to handle all of them, let alone drive them to a successful, let's say, revenue, or just make a certain amount of money of them, or just focus on a single relationship or any of that stuff. So hopefully you gained something from this video. I know that there were like a lot of concepts in it, but the most important thing is you should know that you should prioritize every day. Like, a lot of decisions are coming your way, and you're gonna have to just say no to a lot of them so that you can say yes to a few. And believe me when I say that, like, those few decisions, if you really analyze them correctly, and if you are like really good with them and what they mean to you, they will really drive you to a lot of success, maybe in the future, but also in the near future. So who knows? So thank you for attention, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.